G'day everyone, this is Behind the Scenes with Matt JJ, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make the guitar synth sound for my song Painless using Ableton Live. For those of you that are unfamiliar with the sound, this is what it's supposed to sound like. To be able to recreate this, you're not actually going to need that much. You're only just going to need a current copy of Ableton Live 10. It doesn't matter which version you use. You can use the light version, Suite, the full thing. Just the trial version will do just fine as long as you have a functioning copy of Ableton 10 as well as basic knowledge of how to use the program. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do once you open your new session is to go up to the top left corner and to change your tempo. Now, the original song is at 139 beats per minute, and that's what I've got it as here. But you can really do it at whatever tempo you want. Just know that the sound is going to sound slightly different because some of the effects are tied to the tempo. Once you're done that, select the Sounds tab on the left-hand side, click on Guitar Unplugged, and then mouse down to the Steel Jazz Clean preset and drag that onto your open MIDI channel. Last step before we work on the sound is just to paste some MIDI into the channel. You can use the one that's provided or you can make your own. I've also got this section soloed and looped because I don't want to be hearing the completed audio, just the one that we're working on. So now that we've got audio going, what we want to do is we want to go to the filter frequency on the bottom left-hand side and change that to 22,000 Hertz. Next, we want to change the warmth to 9%, which just changes the warmth of the filter frequency. And the filter resolution goes to 71. Now decay goes up to 103. The knobs on these are sometimes a bit finicky, so you can just double click on it and then type in your number to whatever you want. Chorus is what gives it its signature sound, and we want that at 112. Then we want to change the tone dial it way back to 43, so it's a bit more smooth, a bit more warm. Reverb as well, dialed back all the way to 23. And as you can hear, this is sounding very similar to what the Painless sound normally is like. But we still don't have the swapping of the sound between the ears. So what we want to do is we want to go to the Audio Effects tab on the left-hand side, select the Auto filter, click Bandpass Spinner and drag that down. And then you can hear it switching between the ears now. For most of these presets, we just want to leave it the same, like don't change anything, except on the right-hand side. Now you've got the Hertz symbol and the musical note. Click on the musical note. That changes the rate to each individual music note. Now you want to change the phase to 143 degrees, and then finally change the rate to 2. Now this means that it's swapping between your ears. It's rotating through the ears at a rate every 2 bars. And as you can hear, this is the Painless sound. This is what the synth sounds like. Now I'll go up and solo between the two in comparison so you can see this is the original and this is the one we've just made. It's exactly the same. There's zero difference between the two. And yeah, that's about it. That's how you make the Painless synth sound. I've opened up the original Ableton session for Painless now, and as you can see, it's at 139. All of the settings are exactly the same. If you have a look down the bottom, you can see that the presets are exactly the same. You can compare it between the two. And now you can just do whatever you want with this sound. Like you can throw bass and drums underneath like I have here. And this is the basis of the song Painless. Thank you for watching this episode of Behind the Scenes with Matt JJ. Stay tuned for the next episode where I go through the Logic session for Painless in a lot more detail, explaining everything that goes on with that. Thanks. See ya.